affirmation. I'm created in the image of God. Health and prosperity is my birthright, and I have put down all those things in here, how to produce that. Then I went further and explained and simplified more things. So actually everything I wrote is more like evolution. As I evolve, I wrote. So really what I wrote in this, then I wrote on the same topic, here is different than here, here. It's just evolutionary and constantly flowing. Right now, just books and books flow. If I write, it never ending. So I wrote this book, Personal to Global. So besides that, really, everything is about is taking care of yourself. The first thing you start, charity begins at home. So you start from yourself. And this I face all the time. You know, one yoga teacher, she has a studio. I want to help so many students. One guy came all the way from Baltimore to study with me, just to spend 1 hour and go back. So I told him to stay, no use of wasting time. And here people say, I'm in Cape May, I'm too far. Baltimore is far, further. And then I cannot afford it. People come from a long distance just to study with me for 1 hour. And I charge much less than those who give programs. I'm teaching with love. But on the other hand, bargaining we cannot do in spiritual field. This is the thing you do. You don't bargain. You offer yourself. Offering yourself is humility. If you travel and sacrifice time, it's also humility. You pay the money is also humility, because it opens you up. But when you bargain, you close your consciousness. So this is, so many people study with me. I say, I cannot afford to come back. I said, why not? What is your priority? Is your priority money or learning? If your priority is learning, I never turn down anyone. Actually, if I see someone, I said, come on, you come for free. But on the other hand, what happened, I offered for free. They don't show up, and they don't get anything because I'm giving precious diamond, but I give for free. They say, this must be stone. They throw away. You know, things like that. So humility. Humility is important to learn, because spiritual teaching is given unconditionally, selflessly. And this is my main teaching. But again, you have to be current and dynamic with lifestyle and environment. And in last book I wrote my experiences. In this book also I wrote my experiences. In 1974 when we moved, I quit the job, I had no income. We held public meditation and we passed donation basket for $2. And we had about 30 people. Charles used to come there. We used to do chanting, 30 people. And then we provide everything and people forgot donation basket. I had nothing. And I was idealist, you know, spirituality is unconditional, you should not sell it. Then again I tried few years ago, $5 donation, same thing. So I wrote my definition, dynamic definition of unconditional giving, is you have to be current with situation, because people are not trained in unconditional thing. If you check on YouTube, Kumbh Mela, that is every 12 years, just finished. You know, so many people watch it. There are 50 million people, more than 50 million people gather during that month. You've seen 50 million people? Or at the time you can say thousands of people living in harmony. This is bathing in Ganges at certain auspicious time. So they have monks, they have naked monks, they have this monk, they are on elephant, on horses, everywhere, and they bathe together, and tents everywhere. All these people in harmony, and in the tent they feed. Anyone goes, everyone is fed. No one is turned down. But in India it works because people are trained in unconditional thing. They are trained into law of karma. Whatever you give, you receive. And spiritual places, you offer something, you gain something, you offer more. So all the places in India, ashrams and all the places are running by that. Nobody charges you anything. Any program, like people, thousands of people gather, usually 10,000 people is common in discourse, in open air or at tents. No charge. Sometimes some people sponsor. Food is offered free. But what happens that anyone who goes there, whatever they receive, they put twice as much. So it never dries out. Okay. So here my interpretation is not that people don't mean, because there is no idea. The whole programming is cheaper thing, less expensive is cheap, and more expensive is valuable. And this is where people go by. And I see that people go to all kind of trashy things which they don't learn anything. They spend thousands of dollars things, but this is the reality. So back to the point, personal to global. Teachers want to build the studio and they want to help people, and I find the teacher who has 3 young kids and she wants to build studio, her husband has business. I say her first duty is to take care of yourself, nurture yourself, practice yourself, and then you go outward. The whole book is personal to global transformation. So most people are concerned about saving the world and forget to save themselves. So this book has lots of that information. Then I wrote the book.
I have a question for you before you move on.
Yeah.